Hey guys, it's Danny Bell. I hope you guys are having an awesome day today so far. Guys, believe it or not, we are finally finished with our Realistic City Core Island Honeybelle 2.0. I hope you guys are having an amazing start to your day. I have already had a couple of cups of coffee, and so I'm ready to go here on the island. We're going to be doing the final tour of Honeybelle 2.0. I'm so excited. Thank you so much to all of the subscribers, and if you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm so glad you're all here. We're going to be showing off all the designs that we came up with here on this island. It's been a complete honor and blast to share this island with you, so let's check out the map before we get going. Just a reminder, you can find me on Instagram at Peppy Crossing Play, so please check me out there. Be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to hit the bell if you're looking for new content on the channel. All right, let's take a look at the map of Honeybelle. Oh my gosh, guys, so excited. Here is the Dream Address release. I can't wait to show this to you guys. If you're new to the channel, please check out the Honeybelle 2.0 playlist. We had an absolute blast creating lots of realistic branded type of stores, faux buildings, things like that, and we did a lot of interactive builds on this island. It's really been a treat to be able to do this. We got real creative on different things such as the campsite, things of that nature, and there's quite a few things actually here on the island that I did not feature builds for on the channel, so I can't wait to share that with you guys. So if you want to follow along, once again, here's the Dream Address and all of our little villagers, and we do have 3 player houses on the island. I'm not going to be going in those today. We'll probably just do an outdoor tour for the island today, so I hope if you get a chance, feel free to visit in person if you want to see the interior builds for any of these. Here we go. Yes, I love this. This was actually the first build we did here on the island for the entrance. I really tend to like to do the entrance builds first when possible on an island. What do you guys usually do when you're doing your islands from scratch? Do you do the entrance first, or do you start at the back of the island? What's usually your go-to build? Let me know in the comments because I always love to hear from you guys. All right, so we have our little streetscape over here and a little bus stop. I love this pocket camp item, you guys. I'm obsessed with it. I think I try to use it in every island when possible, but of course, definitely wanted to have a bus station here at the island. We've got a little overgrown basketball court here right next to the plaza, and then I really fell in love with this street pattern and sidewalk pattern that we ended up using for the island all throughout. It's got an adorable sidewalk on it, you guys, and a crosswalk. So if you're looking for some of those patterns, I do have the codes for those listed in the description of each of the build videos. All right, so here's my player house. Like I said, we're not going to go inside today, so if you want to check out the interior builds, feel free to pop over to Honeybelle yourselves and check them out. I actually did sort of like an Airbnb vibe on this one. Okay, we also did this really cute faux building over here. I was really happy with how this came together, just kind of trying to come up with ideas to fill in the beaches, and then a little sitting area over here for us. Now, I did decide to do this tour early in the morning because I love the ambiance. I love the green glow in the sky, and I think most of the lights should still be on for our buildings as well, which is always my favorite, but I think I might actually upload the dream for you guys to check out at night, just to kind of show it off in a little bit different light. Okay, here's our peninsula. We did this one. I did not do a video for this, guys, so I might end up showing a little shorts video if you guys want a tutorial, but we did just sort of like a newspaper stand vendor sort of area here for our peninsula, just kind of making some cute little sitting areas and shopping areas on the island. Then over here we have, this is sort of like an under construction area. I love this idea. I've been seeing this all over the Animal Crossing community, using these dormant volcanoes as dirt, and of course some of the termite mounds as well. I've actually loved these construction pieces since the moment they came out in the 2.0 update, and so I've just really been wanting to use them. So I was really excited that we finally were able to find a use for them for this island. And of course the shops are closed because it's super early. Look at Biscuit, check him out over here, just hanging out. Hi, buddy. Oh, he's so precious. I just love him. Really excited for him to be on the island. I kind of wasn't expecting to keep him, but he just stole my heart. So, I mean, what are you going to do? They're so precious. We've got our Able Sisters. I kind of kept the Able Sisters and museum areas pretty simple for the island just because I wanted them to sort of be all right in a row, like a museum slash shopping district. And then right over here we have, this is sort of like a multi-use bus, it's part of the bus station build. So if you missed the entrance build, this is part of that build. We did just sort of a functional area where there's a storage shed over here, a workbench, things like that. Just sort of like a back alley that can also be used to craft and things like that on the island. I like those multi-purpose types of areas. And here's our Whole Foods. This was again an early on build that we did. Really excited with how this one came together. I really love all of the different faux buildings that people have been creating in our Animal Crossing community. And so please check this video out. There is actually a link to the code itself. Super excited. I believe she's one of our subscribers, and I'm just so honored that she shared this code with us to use because it was so much fun creating this space. So please check that out. We're gonna come over here. Oh, Sahara's here today. Work it, girl. Look at her with her rugs, strolling along with her pack. All right, this area over here, we created a little 7-Eleven store. I loved this one as well. Now this one, it was some of the builds you'll notice we did interactively. Some of the villager houses are sort of encased in the build itself. This one is sort of a standalone building. I actually wanted to use Frida's house to do an interior build for this. So again, if you have a chance to dream to the island, please check out the interior because all of the villager houses are coordinating with certain builds on the islands. Now Frida's house itself is sort of nestled between this little gas station area and the 7-Eleven. So like I said, it sort of incorporates both, but please check it out. I'll also be doing a 10 ideas video like I do at the end of all the series pertaining to city core realistic builds, and so I do plan on showing the interiors for each of the builds in that video as well. So if you are newer and you missed those, I should have that coming out. Otherwise, you can find all of the builds in the Honeybelle playlist if you're looking for sort of like a breakdown of how we created all of these. All right, we're gonna head back this way. A little bit, I don't know, I'm not really lost. I think I'm just trying to decide which direction to go. Let's run back in this direction because I think I wanna head towards the back of the island first, and then we'll sort of circle around and come back to the front on our way back to the airport. So we're just gonna jog on by the plaza over here. I really had fun using all of these vehicles. I feel like it took me forever to be able to properly use the vehicles in the game because gosh, it's already been a year since the 2.0 update, and yeah, we did a Tropicore island, which didn't really call for vehicles on it, so I was sad I didn't get to use those a whole lot, so I was really pleased to be able to use those in a lot of these builds for Honeybelle. We have our little overlook area. This one was actually a cityscape concept that we put together here on the island using a little bridge here with a commute, the little pocket camp RV cars, and some yachts down there just for a little added ambiance. And then we used a ton of the server item in the background with some simple panels to sort of create the look of a skyscraper view looking down into the city. And yeah, I really love this build. I think this is one of my favorites. So if you do visit the island, please check it out. It's definitely one of my favorite views on the island, and you can see the buildings are still sort of glowing early this morning as everyone heads into town for work. But like I said, I'll probably upload the dream for Honeybelle at night so you guys can see all of this in the dark and see what it all looks like illuminated. Love it. Really happy with how that came together. I actually love that you can customize the fencing now too in the game. That was huge to me because I think this steel fencing used to just come in sort of like a teal blue color, and I'm really excited to see it in the gray. It looks fantastic, I think. All right, we're gonna head over here. This is Marshall's house. We actually turned his house into a little flower shop. I really thought it came out pretty cute. I wasn't honestly sure what to do with Marshall's house when we got him for the island. So I think a floral shop is a pretty solid staple. I think most of us, if we've done a city core island or even a multi-themed island, I feel like a flower shop is a pretty solid choice for a build on an island because there's so many different variations you can do of a flower shop. This one fit perfectly on this rock. I do struggle with the rock builds, you guys. I don't know what it is. We might even eventually do sort of like a build ideas for rock areas or something like that on the channel. So if you guys are looking for ideas for yourselves, we can kind of find a collection. So let me know if that's something that interests you in the comments and we can do that. Okay, this is a bookstore. I had to do a bookstore, guys. I had a library previously on this island back when the game first launched, and I just really wanted to 2.0ify it, move it towards the back here, and it's actually right next door to the Starbucks that we created for Raymond, so I think it's pretty common that Starbucks stores tend to have bookstores attached to them, and yeah, I thought it would be perfect to have a little library or bookstore right here. We're gonna come over here. Now, this is our first interactive type of build that we did with the villager houses on the channel. This is Raymond Starbucks. We've got a little drive-through action going on. I ended up adding these little floor lights after the fact with the green. I think the green looks pretty cute with it. It just was something I thought of last minute, and really happy I did because I think sometimes the lighting can be difference maker really when you're creating an island, especially if you kind of have in your mind that you're going to upload the dream at a certain time of day and you know that it's going to be dark. It's nice to have a little bit of lights and it's a totally different style of decorating, I feel like, depending on what time of day you're working with on an island. But yeah, really happy with how this came together. We've got our car waiting for their coffee, their venti frappuccino, I presume, maybe. Okay, we do have a Sephora here. I love this store, guys. I spend way too much time at the makeup stores. I'm not even kidding. But we did this build for Blair, and it was really nice being able to kind of recustomize the outside and exteriors of the villager houses just to sort of make them match the builds a little bit better. I feel like that's something we missed prior to the 2.0 update, and if you're playing through Happy Home Paradise, you just have to get through 30 builds on Happy Home Paradise, and then it should unlock that ability for you back on your home island to be able to recustomize the villager houses. All right, we have Abercrombie & Fitch. Of course, this is our beloved Eric's house. I wish he was home right now, guys, because this was one of my favorite builds. I totally love this store. It was one of my favorites growing up. Always enjoyed going in here. The smell of it is just amazing, and I was really happy with how this came together, but alas, he's not home. So if you wanted to see the interior, like I said, feel free to check out the build video in the Honeybelle playlist. All right, we have a Panera Bread company over here for our friend Sasha. He was one of our favorites, one of our dreamies that we found on the villager hunt, and I have zero regrets taking him. Like, I was a little unsure because, I mean, he's just so cute, and he's a lazy type, so I feel like him owning a Panera Bread company was just like perfect for him, and I'm happy with how this came together. We used a lot of simple panels, and we definitely went through the Tugnoma items, creating a lot of these faux buildings on the island. I really highly recommend the item. If you watched the playlist or have been a subscriber for a while, you'll know that I talk about this item a ton, but I really think it's so useful, and the fact that it comes in a lot of different colors and you can sort of add in these display cases, I think can add a huge amount of detail to a build. Okay, this one over here is our Amazon hub. I wanted to do sort of like an Amazon warehouse for the secret beach. This is probably one of the first islands where I have sort of opened up the secret beach and done like a first level secret beach over here area. So it was actually really kind of fun being able to do a legit build over by that. Usually I tend to keep the secret beaches tucked away and sort of hidden. But I wanted this one to be fully accessible, so I like how this came together. I like the concept just because I feel like this is something that most of us probably use on a regular basis, and so it just sort of hit close to home, and I was really excited to kind of do something different. We've done post office builds before on the channel, and I'll actually be putting together sort of like a holiday montage of ideas for the holiday if you're looking for some of those coming up. And we did a holiday post office last year, so I knew I wanted to do something similar, but I think doing something like an Amazon warehouse, something like that, is just sort of a different twist on a post office. So yeah, really happy with how this little shopping area all in all kind of gelled. I feel like it looks a lot like a town center, I guess. Maybe it very much reminds me of the shopping center, the town center in the area where I live, so I was really excited. Now this spot over here I did not feature on the channel. This was sort of like a back corner spot that I was gonna fill in. I could not decide what I wanted to do with this, you guys. I was really torn between doing something like a parking garage or something like that, and then when I found these little washing machine custom designs, I was like, well, we need a laundromat, and I felt like most of the time, I think a lot of us, if we're going to the laundromat, we're gonna wait for a while for our clothes, so why not have a pizzeria next door so you can kind of put your laundry in, and while you're waiting, pop over, have a slice of pizza and hang out, that sort of thing. So that's sort of where this concept came from, and yeah, really happy with how this one came together. Like I said, I didn't do a build video for this one, but I hope it still brings you some inspo, just some ideas on what you can do with different areas of your island. It's sort of split into 2 tiers, which was kind of a challenge for me to sort of create a build with 2 separate sections that go together, but yeah, really happy with it. All right, now this one is the junkyard over here. I didn't feature this one either. I really was trying to rack my brain on what to do with the beach areas of Honeybelle 2.0. I knew I wanted to still do something realistic, but by the time I had used most of my custom design slots, I didn't have a whole lot of room left, so I kind of had to work with different areas that I thought I could use a lot of items with to sort of fit everything together. And so just basically coming up with an idea of doing this little junkyard, I think I was really pleased with how it came together. Okay, let's go down there and check it out in person a little closer so you can see it. I sort of filled in these beaches with some sitting areas too, so we'll kind of go by those as we head back around to the airport. Here's our little junkyard. I put some abandoned shopping carts, and I did use a little garbage pattern over here on the ground. I love it. I love trash core. I feel like trash core was a huge thing for a long time. Last summer maybe in Animal Crossing, and oh my gosh, the people that dedicated an entire island to the trash core, bravo, because it was a lot of fun. It sort of like contained chaos, and it was definitely a fun build to put together. All right, next over here we have our sporting goods store. I believe this Kicks sporting goods store was modeled after Dick's Sporting Goods, which is a real life store that I think most of us are fairly familiar with in our malls, things of that nature. I really love this. I couldn't think of anything. I really have a hard time with a campsite with a city core type of island. I think it's pretty common for us to just plop it on the beach somewhere, kind of tuck it away, because how the heck do you incorporate a campsite with a town or city? So I think that this gelled pretty well. I was happy with how this came together on the island. Really like the look of the campsite when it's empty. When I did the build video on the channel, you'll actually see there happened to be a villager there that day that showed up at the campsite, but in this particular build, I think I actually like the campsite empty a little bit better. All right, over here, this was another filler area. I did a small little park with a severely overgrown soccer field, and because I felt terribly guilty, this island has barely any water on it. I sort of filled in all of the rivers, and guys, it was so pathetic. On the fishing tournament, like, the villagers were so crowded right in front of the river mouth, the south river mouth. There was no place for them to go fishing, so since that was so sad, I decided to add a tiny little pond over here just so there is a little bit of nature for them to hang out in. And even places like you know, New York City has the incredibly beautiful Central Park, which is just beautiful. If you've never been there, it's an incredible trip. Definitely worth your while. You could get lost in Central Park, and I wanted to kind of create a tiny little version here. Okay, this place is the Petco. This is Biscuit's house. I loved this one. Love this custom code. There was actually a few to choose from on the portal. So if you're looking to do a pet store on your island, you know, check out the Petco signs that there are on the portal. There's quite a few of them. Like I said, I really like this one. I like the glass doors that you could use on this one just to kind of differentiate the storefront. And I did my best, guys, to sort of coordinate all of the villager houses with the builds. With this particular build, I did not encase the store around Biscuit's house. I just sort of left it separate, but still really happy with how it came together, and love the chaos of the puppy park with the puppy plushies barking. It's definitely my fave for sure. All right, over here we have the Olive Garden. Oh my gosh, guys, love the soup, salad, and breadsticks at Olive Garden. I'm hungry just thinking about it, truthfully, but really like this build. I love Olive Garden, love the restaurant, and I wanted to do something special, and I think Marlo he's got to be like my new favorite grumpy type villager. He's so cute. And oh my gosh, okay, it looks like he's home, so we're gonna pop in because I don't think any of the other villagers are home right now, but probably for the rest of them, if you want to see the interiors, feel free to check out the dream address, and hopefully some of the other ones will be home. But let's go in and see Marlo before we kind of head back to the front of the island. Hi, buddy. Look at him cooking. Oh my gosh, how precious is he? Hi, Marlo. How are you? He's making orange jelly. Oh my gosh, he's so cute. We used some of the wedding tables in here, and then lots of the glow-in-the-dark stickers in the back just to sort of section off the wallpaper here and make it look a little bit different. Just creating the look of a little bar area with the shelves and a lot of the different food items. I love the food items in Animal Crossing. I think having them really has made a huge difference with our decorating abilities, and I love all the concepts surrounding these builds. I feel like it just really made a huge difference in how we can sort of think about and decorate our islands. So yeah, really excited to how this came together too. We're gonna pop out of here and see the rest of the island. Bye, Marlo. Yay, love it, love it. And we did customize his house as well. It looked a lot different in the front, so I've very thoroughly enjoyed being able to re-customize all of the villager houses. We have a little bridge walkway over here, and then we're just gonna head down the street and check out the last couple builds on the island before we wrap up the tour for today. I can't wait, you guys. One of the things I'm most excited to get back to now that we have finished up the Honeybelle playlist, and Journey is, I cannot wait to see what you guys have been up to. I feel like it's been a minute since we've done a subscriber island tour, so I'm so thankful for all of you that submitted for the Halloween season. We had fun touring some of you guys' islands, and oh my gosh, y'all are so talented, really and truly, and I can't wait. We have a bunch more stacked up, so I'm very excited to feature more of your islands on the channel so we can get more inspo to all of our friends in our small happy little community over here. And yeah, can't wait to share that with you guys, so be on the lookout for that, doing more of the subscriber island tours. And we're going to be starting a new island theme. I'm really excited because now that it's going to be winter time, I think we're probably going to do some form of winter island, so really excited about that. Alright, so here is another build we did not feature on the playlist for Honeybelle. This one is sort of like a BP gas station. I love this little build. I was trying to think of something that would work dual purpose for Frida's house, because she sort of has like a mix between a 7-Eleven interior convenience store and then also like a gas station and convenience store. So I wanted it to sort of be on the opposite side of her house, and so that's what we came up with. We've got a little car wash over here. I know you can't really see it. I was trying to see if I could get you a little bit better view of it, but I was really happy with how this came together. Like I said, another build that we didn't end up doing a build with. I really struggled. I was trying to decide if we should do more builds on Honeybelle or sort of start out fresh, and I felt like now that we're sort of approaching December, it was kind of important to me with the season change to finish everything up here on Honeybelle and switch gears and do something more either holiday or winter themed, so that we're going to kind of do probably a winter themed island. I think it's going to be really fun to do something that's more natural, things of that nature, since we just finished doing this city core island. Okay, here's our other inn. This is the other player house. Like I said, these two player houses in the front here by the airport are sort of set up to be Airbnb type style, with different rooms to rent, things like that. And then this front beach area, we ended up using the carnival items. I was really happy to use the carnival items. This is something I haven't used yet either since the 2.0 update, so I've been waiting for like a year to be able to use all these cute items. I love the Ferris wheel, love the carousel, absolutely love it, and yeah, really happy with how this came together. We also have another player house over here in the corner next to the pier, that's sort of meant to be more of like a mall area, something like that. So please check that interior out if you're looking for some more interior style builds for yourself. We've got a little nail salon in there and a play or movie area, so yeah, please check it out. Okay, this is Portia's house. I love this one. This one is not like a specific brand, but I thought, you know, every city island needs like a little fire station, or a police station even would be great. But since Portia is a Dalmatian, I thought, okay, she needs to be like the fire chief. And I love these custom designs. Check out these custom designs that we found on the portal for this build. I love the fire logo for the fire department, and the fire truck. Oh my gosh, it's so epically perfect on the side of this truck. Really love it. Just really happy with how this one came together as well. So like I said, don't have the ability to go into her house right now because she's sleeping, but I hope you'll take time to do that if you visit the island in person. We do have the park overlook right over here if you want to check that out. Try to get a little view on the camera of how that came together. Like I said, the only natural part of this island is this tiny little spot over here, so I hope our villagers enjoy that. And my thought was we could sort of swap out the soccer field seasonally, so maybe in the summertime you could do like a baseball diamond, and in the wintertime maybe do like an ice hockey rink, something like that. I just thought that would be really cute since the sporting goods store is right behind it. Right, we're going to stroll down the beach before we wrap it up and go back to the airport. I just kind of used a lot of the sidewalk pattern over here. Decided to create a outdoor movie theater over here just to kind of fill in this rock. This was like the tiniest micro rock I ever saw, you guys, and it really was a struggle. I could only fit a couple items on it, but I like how this came together. I like the movie screen. I thought that the fact that they added that in the update was perfect, because I think most of us that we've done this before have used the simple panels and custom designs, which I think look super cute, but having a movie screen I think was the perfect addition for builds like this. Alright, one more build before we head back. This one is, let's see, this is Cherry's house. We have the skate park over here. We have this Oh, I'm lost. Let's go up here. Okay, right here. This is Cherry's house. This is the skate park. We actually just did this build, so you might have seen this one already if you are new to the channel. We had a lot of ramps left at the end of Honeybelle, and I couldn't believe it because I feel like for the most part, I never have extra ramps or bridges. I usually max them out pretty quickly when I'm creating an island, and I was very excited considering we had so many left. I thought this was the perfect time to be able to do something frivolous like this using the blue wooden ramps. I love them. I love them. They're so cheery and so happy, and I really like the pop of color that they add to a build like this because city core has been really fun, but it's a lot of gray and black and white. It's just a lot of like monotone type of colors, so it was really fun being able to kind of redecorate this area with the blue and the purple and the graffiti. I just think it adds a lot to a city core build. So yeah, really happy with how everything kind of came together for this island. I had such an amazing time. I just wanted to say thank you so much, you guys. Thank you for all of your kind words and encouragement. You all truly mean so much to me, and it's been a pleasure to be able to share all of these different city core builds with you guys. I'm really excited and looking forward to doing the next journey on the channel after we do some subscriber island tours of course. But we're going to start from scratch this time because these last few islands that we've done, we've sort of leveled and flattened and just sort of started from that point to 2.0ify it. So I'm really excited to kind of start from the beginning. It's been a minute since I've started this game from the very beginning, so we're going to kind of do an intro by restarting the game, doing a flyover, finding out airport, fruit, villagers, all that good stuff, and then we'll sort of fast forward ahead and get into builds again because I am so excited. You guys, I appreciate all of your input. On the community tab, I tend to do surveys and drop comments every now and then, so thank you so much for all of your valued feedback. It really helps me know what you all enjoy on the channel and what you guys like and want to see, and so I definitely plan on using that again more in the future to continue to get your valued opinions and feedback. Thank you so much again, you guys. I hope you enjoyed the realistic city core island of Honeybelle 2.0. Once again, here is the map for Honeybelle 2.0 and the dream address. I hope you'll take time to check it out in person. I'll probably be uploading the dream in the nighttime hours here, so you should be able to see the city all lit up at night. And yeah, let me know in the comments what you all think if you enjoyed this. Let me know also what you want to see next on the channel. We'll definitely be doing more build videos, and I might even intertwine a little bit of Dreamlight Valley play. I know that's something that's sort of been taking our community by storm. So if you want to see more Dreamlight Valley play also on the channel, please just drop a comment and let me know because I do aim to please. Once again, you can find me on Instagram at Peppy Crossing Play. You can also find me on Pinterest as well. I tend to post links to the videos and pictures of what we're creating on the channel. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. Wishing you all an amazing day. Take care, and we'll see you in the next one.